The Venice Film Festival announced its lineup today, and there's a Canadian director on the list who will compete for the prestigious Golden Lion. Deanna Sumanak is here with more on that. So which Canadian director is bringing a film to compete at Venice? Isn't it right around the same time as the Toronto Film Festival,
Yes, it is.
too?
We like to refer it as that other film festival. It slightly overlaps. It's a little bit before TIFF. It starts on August 28th. It ends on September 7th. TIFF is starting on September 5th this year. So inevitably, in the first 2 days of the Toronto International Film Festival, there are some stars conspicuously absent because they've gone to pick up their Golden Lion. That said, the two festivals are very different. TIFF has a reputation of having more blockbusters, more big Hollywood movies, if you will. Venice has a reputation of being slightly more geared towards auteur directors, and that includes Canada's own Xavier Dolan. Only 24 years old, already on his fourth feature film. His previous ones have all come out to great acclaim, including last year's Lawrence Anyways. So Xavier Dolan has a new film that will screen in competition at Venice called Tom at the Farm. We have some stills to show you. He is in the film. Of course, he's an actor as well as a director. This, by the way, is an adaptation of a play that premiered in Quebec. So it's one of the few scripts that he had not written himself. He usually takes in quite an active interest in writing his films. But what's also interesting, a bit of a politics story behind this, is that Xavier Dolan has a long-standing relationship with the Cannes Film Festival. They sort of broke his star, even more so than Toronto did. And last year, they chose his film, Lawrence Anyways, to screen it in Un Certain Regard, which is for young incoming filmmakers, not to screen it in competition. Some people said that he was a little bit peeved about it, and that is why he has chosen Venice rather than Cannes to premiere this new film. But either way, we're excited for him. He's so brilliant, only 24 years old, and certainly somebody Canada is very proud of.
The little drama on screen and off screen
off
never hurt anybody, right?
Yeah.
All right, what else will unspool at Venice this year?
So there is no shortage of films that are, as I said, you know, they have two documentaries, for example. They have films that are a little bit more of risk-taking material, including Child of God. That is a film directed by actor James Franco. Now, we know that we have learned already that, you know, James Franco is an interesting guy, that he is much more than a pretty face that I think somebody assumed he would be. He's been in kind of, you know, wacky movies in the last few years. So this one shows him directing an adaptation of a Cormac McCarthy novel. So that one is in competition. Then there's The Canyons. Lots of talk about this one because, yes, it does star the much legally beleaguered Lindsay Lohan. For once she's in a film, this one has very racy subject matter, as you can tell by that trailer. It is written by Bret Easton Ellis, who wrote American Psycho. So, you know, there will be sex, there will be violence. Some people might be upset by it. And then there is Gravity. Okay, the film by Spanish director Alfonso Cuarón. If you have seen this trailer, I've had nightmares about it for months now. Terrifying, right? You are floating in space without any connection to anybody else out there, starring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. So this one, much touted, long awaited, and definitely a scoop for Venice.
It looks good, but it also looks terrifying.
Is it not the scariest scenario imaginable?
Yeah, and it starts out all nice and easy, nice and peaceful, and then
boom, she's floating through space.
Yeah.